G'day guys, just got a bit of an update on the N gauge model railway. I've started sort of setting up a bit of a tunnel up the back area there. It's going to have sort of a tunnel with a bit of scenery. I plan to also run another track sort of along the front to raise up onto the onto the scenery and go sort of through the hillside and through a cutting, follow around, basically parallel along with the outer line. I'm just going to have one sort of large loop around the outside. I've picked up some various extras to add to my M2 master set. This should give me enough to complete that loop up through the scenery, through the top, follow this back down, and then I want to bring it sort of a tighter loop, possibly sort of on over a viaduct down, because eventually what I'd like to do with this sort of, I've got a fair bit of room on the inner area there. I'd like to sort of set up a station which will sort of be loosely modelled on the local Fassifern railway station near where I live here. So I'll get it all out and I'll set it up, and I'll give you a look at what that looks like once I've sort of laid the track out and had a bit of a chance to just loosely run it around and give you a better idea. So I've unpacked the track and I've run it basically where I want it at the moment. I'm just using small bits of foam block and various other bits and pieces that I can find around the place just to get some elevations and sort of try and smooth out the changes in elevation and things. But that's basically the idea that I want. So one sort of large oval around the entire layout, with the option of these turnouts here to move on to the inner loop as well. So we'll give it a run around. It's just on the outer loop at this stage. Gives an idea of the differences in elevation. If we switch to that one, that takes us onto the inner track. If we switch, that should give us a continuous loop around that inner track, much like the outside. As everything's just sitting up on foam blocks and various things, the elevations and the graduations on the gradients, they're a little bit rough, so obviously with proper piering, and I can smoothen that out and obviously, get a bit more support underneath, which will make it a lot more rigid, but nothing's glued down or bolted down or pinned. It's all just literally sitting there at the moment, just as a bit of a proof of concept. If we switch that one over, that should get us back onto the outer loop. So that'll be through a tunnel, that'll be hidden along the back there with the sort of a viaduct hiding it. And back around here, and eventually I hope to down around this area here, sort of in around here somewhere, I'll have a branch off sort of towards the middle of the layout there somehow, so we can get you a better view back here. And that'll open up the possibility of putting a station, and also sort of an industrial area down around this end here is the plan. So that's where it's up to at the moment, and I'll update when I've done a little bit more.